Greetings. Today I'd like to address Chapter 14, Public Order Crime, Sex and Substance Abuse. And what we'll find here is that we have some crimes that are basically public order crimes that seem to disrupt the functioning of society and many times are in conflict with the values and norms of the particular society. You'll often find that the laws vary state by state and by country and also by time period in regards to sexuality and regards to substance use. A lot of these debates revolve around morality and how morality is defined, what is considered moral or immoral behavior. Just because something is defined as moral or immoral doesn't necessarily mean it's legal or illegal, although we can see how these may be used together, these concepts, morality and legality, basically. And we can also look at levels of harm and what types of behaviors are tolerated. Your author points out that there are particular groups that are referred to as moral crusaders that go ahead and basically say this is the way things must be, and we will fight to ensure that these views are brought into law and are enforced. Looking at sexually related offenses, the three common ones that are discussed by your author are paraphilias, prostitution, and pornography. Paraphilias are basically unusual or abnormal sexual practices that often will involve a non-human object or perhaps becoming sexually aroused through humiliation or receiving pain. Prostitution basically is payment for sex, and we're probably pretty confident that we know what prostitution is and is not. That may not be the case with the paraphilias. And what we also would look at is pornography, which also is very difficult sometimes to define or determine, rather, if something is pornographic or not. Basically, pornography is material that is supposed to excite people, and there's a lot of questions regarding pornography, such as whether it causes violence and harm, and what is considered to be pornographic and what is considered to be erotic or non-pornographic material. And there's still a lot of debates about these matters. If we look at substance abuse, we can look at the whole idea that basically drugs have been around for a long time, and the laws regarding these substances have changed over periods of time. And you can look at the different survey results that are presented in your textbook and look at some of the trends of illegal drug use and some of the explanations that are provided. Your author provides the subcultural view, a psychological view, genetic factors, social learning, problem behavior syndrome, and rational choice. I would say that a combination of these probably is what is needed, a multi-theoretical approach. And then the question is asked, is there a drug gateway? In other words, if someone starts drinking alcohol and maybe using marijuana, does that lead to more serious drug use such as crack or heroin? And many believe that that is indeed the case, while others believe that it is not the case. One thing is clear, that there is a strong association between drug use and crime. And we see that certainly in arrest data, and we see that in victimization surveys, and we see that certainly in interviews. So that basically sums up this brief overview of the chapter.